Well, apparently Virginia's about to unleash hell upon her neighborhood. Now, you might remember that she was telling us about how you had gotten a go-kart for your son, Rocco.
It was a gift. It was an electric go-kart. It's powered by the Segway company. And so it's all electric. It makes no noise. It's clean, but it's super fast. And one of my stupid old neighbors down the street, I figured out who it was.
Oh, you did? How'd you do that?
Well, I played a little game and I tried to ask some more questions and they gave me some information. So I narrowed it down and then I figured it out. It's my neighbor down the block on the same side as me with the big tree in their yard and the gray house.
Okay.
So what happened was Rocco was buzzing around on the street in front of the house, and I didn't even know it was against my HOA to have a go-kart. I had no idea. But he followed this car with these old people in it, and they pulled into their driveway, and then he pulled into their driveway and turned around and came back to our driveway, and the old people turned him in.
Dang.
But I know who it was now, so it was not the neighbors that don't like us.
We have a rat.
It was new neighbors that I guess don't like us.
You just added someone to the list then.
They made the list.
They made the list.
We have a rat on the street, it sounds like.
We got a few rats. We got a few people that like to call the HOA and tattle. A kid's out there having fun. And you're gonna call the HOA. And he's wearing a helmet. He's wearing a seatbelt. He's buzzing around. Nobody got hurt.
Here's the problem too with when people call the HOA. Depending on which HOA you're dealing with, they don't even investigate a complaint.
That's what happened.
You'll call in a complaint. I could go, Kevin is doing crack. I saw him. The crack smoke is everywhere. Some HOAs will call, take that as gospel and say, Kevin, you got to stop doing crack. If not, we're kicking you out. And you go, I'm not doing crack.
Well, that's why when the HOA sent me that letter, it was an email, I said, pics or video or it didn't happen.
Well, you got to say that.
Yeah.
And they didn't have pics or video because the old people don't have pics or video.
Well, I've seen it happen where the HOA doesn't do any kind of investigation. They'll just go, oh, we'll take the complaint, and then we'll call the person up.
Because they love complaints.
They
do.
love it.
Yeah.
It gives them something to do. It makes them feel like they have a purpose because they really don't have much of a purpose to qualify all the money that the residents pay in homeowner association fees because it's a lot. It's a lot that those people get paid to manage your property. And they love it when complaints come in because it justifies and validates their job.
And to Bird's point, they will not investigate it whatsoever. I keep getting complaints from my HOA that I need to trim my hedges. We don't have any damn hedges. I don't know what they're talking about. Somebody keeps reporting me, but they're not there. I don't know what they want me to cut.
He's hedge free.
I have none.
Yeah.
Someone did that to me at my old house when I was in that townhouse. They made up a bunch of lies, called the HOA up. Then the HOA calls me as if it really happened, and I go, I wasn't even in town that weekend. They're
You're
lying.
guilty until they investigate.
And they don't investigate. They just say you're guilty.
Ridiculous.
And then they go, oh, why are you being so defensive? Because you're accusing me of something I didn't do. Forgive me for being defensive.
And you're telling me you're going to fine me.
Yeah.
Right.
Which they can put a lien on your house.
They can foreclose on your house.
It's
crazy.
insane the amount of power these douchebags have.
My whole thing is if you're gonna get in trouble and get someone in trouble, and you have to investigate when someone says something about you. You can't just believe at face value Kevin's doing crack in his house.
And you better have proof, and you better have pictures or video of my kid on the go-kart, or it didn't effing happen.
So you have a new strategy, Virginia, since the go-kart was shut down. What is
It's parked. The go-kart's parked, and Rocco is so sad.
Yeah.
I want to buy a go-kart so bad. Go-karts.
I think I know one you could buy.
I'll sell you
fun.
one. I'll sell you one.
That friend discount.
Yeah, bruh.
Yeah, you come over, ride it anytime.
Yeah, you don't have an HOA to complain
You don't have
about
an
this,
HOA.
right?
Oh.
That was my one thing. That's why it took me so long to find a place, because I was not going to go to a place for an HOA.
It is
Never
challenging.
again.
Yeah, I was telling you about that segment that they had it last week tonight on Comedy Central, and they were talking about 82% of all homes now for sale are in HOAs.
I couldn't imagine asking someone, hey, can I please put up my werewolf, my 9.5-foot werewolf?
Will you please let me put up something in my yard that I pay for?
I've got a dinosaur. Can I put it in my front yard? No, you can't have dinosaurs and laughter and fun. Nah,
Yeah.
nuh-uh. You ain't taking my fun away.
So, Virginia, it's not a go-kart now. You've got something else that apparently is going to be roaming the streets of your neighborhood. If your son can't ride a go-kart, what is he going to be riding in now?
A souped-up golf cart.
Oh, that's even more fun.
Yeah.
Can I buy that?
So my girlfriend works for this Icon golf cart company, and all they sell is souped-up golf carts.
Okay.
She heard the drama on the radio about how Rocco can't ride his go-kart anymore, so she's bringing over one of her golf carts to let him use for the weekend. If you think it was troublesome to see Rocco zipping around on a go-kart, you're really not going to like Rocco on a golf cart.
I don't know if you guys have ever been on a souped-up golf cart.
They go so fast.
So fun.
Well, it's street legal.
Yeah, it's
so
amazing.
literally, you're allowed to drive this thing on the street. It goes so fast. The reign of terror has begun. Brace yourself, neighbors.
You feel like everyone in the neighborhood is looking at you, and you know why? Because they are.
Oh, yeah.
It's amazing.
I'm going to put a Bluetooth speaker on it. It's going to be so obnoxious. You're going to get it.
Now, do you have to have a driver's license to drive something that would be street legal?
I don't know.
How old is Rocco?
He's 8.
He's
Okay.
young, Kevin. He's young.
Okay,
He's about to be 8.
He's 8, so he might
actually
need to
7.
be. He might actually need to be double the age to drive that on the road, though, right?
I guess I'll wait till I get that letter, won't I?
So Nikki over here gets blinded by revenge. And
Blinded?
I've seen it happen many times where the path, there's obstacles in the way, then the obstacle becomes the way, and she's the obstacle.
How fast will that thing go? I'm just curious, how much power an 8-year-old's going to have at his.
I was told like 30 miles an hour.
Oh, when I worked at the fancy golf course, there was a guy who got up to 50 miles an hour. It was so fast. He was kind of a rich renegade, and even the HOA of the rich.
So
they
could
didn't
this
like
go
it.
50 miles an hour if your son floored it?
I don't think it'll go 50.
Something with the governor. You got to change something.
It does have a little bit of a governor.
Does it have a seatbelt or anything in it?
Yes.
When it goes that fast?
It's got seatbelts.
Yeah, I don't know if he should be driving a golf cart, to be quite honest with
I
you.
won't let him do it by himself.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
be with him.
He's too young to drive a golf cart. He
But-
just is.
I will be there, and the reign of terror has begun.
Just don't let your revenge blind you like it has in the past.
If you hear Cardi B really loud with all the curse words, not the clean edit, you know it's me.
What is their policy about golf carts in your HOA?
Everybody's got a golf cart because I live on a golf course.
And what about, do they have any restrictions on kids driving the golf carts?
It's the HOA, of course they do.
Of course they do, but I don't bother to read the bylaws.
Especially somebody that gets all lippy. You know that her HOA, the Tequesta HOA, listens to our show. What is that witch gonna say today? Turn it up. I want to hate her some more.
I'll see you on the streets. I'll know it's you because you got the clipboard.
See what I'm saying? She's blinded by the revenge, Kevin.
Yeah, I
You better
hear
hope you don't get sideswiped.
Now, are you in Martin County?
I am.
Okay, somebody said you got to be 14 to drive a golf cart, and they're passing a bill that you'll have to have a driver's license or permit to drive it.
Well,
Kevin-
good news. I'm way past 14.
Kevin, never
Okay.
mind revenge.
That's right.
Who cares about laws and rules?
You know who's past 14 and has a driver's license and is a really bad driver? Magnolia Lang.
Oh, yeah, no, if I had 1 or 2 people to drive me, you or Rocco, I would choose Rocco, and that includes cars.
Okay, well, lock up your mailboxes.
Yeah. Right.
I got myself and Magnolia ready to tear it up this weekend. If we can't have a go-kart, we have a souped-up golf cart, renegade style. Mess with me.
They're gonna go, oh my gosh, here comes that teenager with the golf cart and black cloud again. Oh no, hide! Everyone hide!
Mailboxes are nervous.
Yeah, I would imagine a lot of people might be nervous.
It's just Mags driving a golf cart with a black cloud over her.
Just one.
Coming in hot.
All right, I can't wait to hear all the complaints, all the people calling you out. When is this going down, the first ride?
Oh, it begins today.
Oh, fun. Okay, cool.
All weekend long.
I'll plan for the call-em-outs on Monday.
Look, it's a long war. Okay, plan for every battle
I'm
accordingly.
not moving. They thought I was going to move if they put the muscle to me. I'm not moving.
Okay, ain't happening, huh?
Gosh, for times like this, I really do wish you could fly on a broom.
We could get a crane.
All right,
Follow me.
She's losing me.